Hi everyone, I am here with a new title, Forms of Boolean Expression. In the previous video, we have learned to solve the Boolean expression using algebraic method and truth table. Let's have a look on a Boolean expression. X dot y dash is z. Another example, x plus y plus z dash. Let's consider a function having three literals, x, y, z. So, in a Boolean expression, it consists of single variable or its complement is known as literals. So, we can consider this x, y dash, z. These three are literals. The same x plus y plus z dash. These three are also literals. That means variables in a Boolean expression is known as literals. Before moving to Boolean expression, first we will talk about some important terms. First one, min terms. Product of all the literals with or without bar within the logic system. With or without bar means its complement. Example here, x dot y dash is z. That is y or y dash. That means y with or without bar. So min terms means that is a product of all the literals within the logic system. It is indicated by the small letter m. The same example, consider a function having three literals x, y, z. Then we will write the min terms as example x dot y dot z dash. Another example x dot y dash z, like that. The second one is max terms. Sum of all the literals with or without bar within the logic system. It's indicated by capital M. So here sum of all the literals. So as an example, x plus y plus z, one max term. Another max term, x dash plus y dash plus z dash. So now you understood min term and max term. Min term means product of all the literals and it is indicated by small letter m. Max term means sum of all the literals indicated by the capital M. Next one is product terms. Product of the variables, that is not necessarily all the variables must be included. But in min terms all the literals should be included. That is min terms. Whatever literals in that particular logic system, all the literals should be included in the min terms or max term. But in the case of product term or sum term, only the product of variables. It's not necessary all the variables must be included in the expression. So here as example, xy, x into y into z dash. Next example, x into z. Here actually the same function we are following, a function having three literals x, y, z, but in product terms we have written as example as xy, there z is missing. The second example, y z dash, in that x is missing, and the third example, x z, y is missing. So it is not compulsory to include all the variables in the term product or product terms. The same sum terms means sum of the variables, not necessarily all the variables must be included. Here are some examples like x plus y, x plus z dash, y dash plus z dash. Next is the canonical form. A Boolean expression composed entirely either of min terms or max terms. That means expressions written in terms of variables is known as canonical form of expression. That is, in a Boolean expression only variables will be there. That is known as canonical expression or canonical form of Boolean expression. The next one is cardinal form. It is a shorthand notation. Shorthand notation means we can include the designation number or it is in terms of decimal numbers. It is a shorthand notation that involves the min term and max term designation numbers or in terms of decimal numbers. The decimal number corresponding to the min term and max term is known as cardinal form. Next one is SOP, sum of products. or it is known as sum of minterms. We know, we already discussed, minterms means it is the product of all the literals. So sum of product of sum of minterms. Sum of products created by the disjunction of minterms, that is we are using or operation here, created by the disjunction or of minterms. So just we know two terms clearly here. Minterms means it is a product of all the literals in the logic system. SOP, sum of product, means we are writing the minterms and finding the sum of minterms is known as sum of products. That's why we have created by the disjunction of minterms. Next one is cardinal SOP. SOP means sum of products. Cardinal or shorthand SOP. Cardinal means it is clear, it is indicated by the numbers. Cardinal, it is indicated by the numbers, or it is in terms of decimal numbers of corresponding minterm and max term. So cardinal SOP or shorthand SOP means it should be denoted by the symbol sigma followed by term numbers. This term number is known as max or min designation numbers, or in terms of decimal number, that is the term numbers here. So example here we can write f equal to, f is a function, equal to sigma of decimal numbers, the corresponding minterms and max terms, decimal numbers we are writing. That forms cardinal SOP, cardinal sum of products form, or cardinal sum of products expression, or shorthand SOP expression. Next one is POS, product of sums or product of max terms. Max term means, sorry, here M should be capital. Max term means it is the, okay, max term. Min term means it is the product. Max term means it is the sum. So product of sum means product of max term. It is created by the conjunction or and operation of max terms. The same cardinal form we need to write here also, cardinal POS or shorthand POS. It is denoted by the symbol pi followed by term numbers. Example, f equal to pi of 0, 2. These 0, 2 are the decimal numbers, and pi it is indicating as it is POS. So you have to remember, whenever an expression or a cardinal form with pi means it is indicated POS, and sigma means it is indicated SOP. Next one, canonical SOP form. Now we have discussed about the POS SOP cardinal form, how to write in the way of numbers, or how to represent in terms of numbers, that is cardinal form or shorthand form we have discussed. Next one is the canonical SOP form. When a Boolean expression is represented purely as sum of minterms, totally minterms, sum of minterms, then it is known as canonical sum of products. It contains sum of all minterms for canonical, It contains sum of all minterms for output as 1. That means canonical SOP, when we draw the truth table, sum of all the minterms gives us 1. In the case of canonical SOP, sum of all minterms output as 1. Next one is canonical POS form. A Boolean expression is represented purely as a product of max term, only the max term sum. So it contains product of all the max term for output is 0. In the case of canonical SOP, sum of all minterms is 1. Canonical POS, product of all max terms is 0. Next, how to find minterms. Before that, an important point is there. If the value of a variable is 0, then its complement is added. Else the same variable. You have to remember this point. If the value of variable is 0, then we are adding the complement of the variable. Otherwise, the same variable we are adding. For the example here, I have written here, if x equal to 0, y equal to z, z equal to 0, then find the minterm. So how to write the minterm here? Value of variable is 0, then we need to take the complement. So value of x equal to 0. So we have to take the complement x dash. Minterm means it's a product. That's why x dash dot y is the value 1. So same variable y dot again z has the value 0. The value of variable is 0 means we need to add the complement. So z dash. Why we have given as product here? Because minterm means product of all the literals. So minterm equal to x dash dot y dot z dash or x dash y z dash. Okay. This is the way we are writing the minterm. Next we need to find the minterm designation or term number. What is the corresponding decimal number of the minterm? That is the term number or minterm designation number. For that, in the easy way, we can draw a truth table. In the given question, 3 literals are there. So we are drawing a truth table for 3 variables x, y, z. And you know how to draw the truth table. 3 variables means totally we will get 8 rows. And the decimal values. Actually, the corresponding 0, 0, 0 means 0. 0, 0, 1, 1. 0, 1, 0 means decimal value is 2. 0, 1, 1, 3. Like this in the same order, we will get the answer. We will get a decimal value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because 8 rows starting from 0, so 0 to 7. So how to write the designation number or term number here? X equal to 0, you have to find the corresponding decimal value. X equal to 0, y equal to 1 and z equal to 0. So the corresponding decimal number is 2. So we know. So we have to write the minterm. Minterm is indicated by small letter m. So as designation, whenever in the question minterm, to write minterm is we have to write with the designation number. So with the small letter m, 2 is the decimal number represented in the truth table. How we have got this 2 value? From this x, y, z, from the given value, the corresponding x, y, z corresponded to the decimal value 2. So m2 equal to x dash dot y dot z dash. In other terms, we can tell 0 should be negated in minterms. You have to remember like this one point. Either if the value of variable is 0, then its complement is added, else the same variable. That point you have to remember. In an easy way, you can remember like 0 should be negated in minterms. 0, wherever 0 is there, you have to negate that or take the complement. Okay. The next one, to find max term. To find minterms, we had a rule. If the value of variable is 0, then take the complement. The opposite to minterm here, to find max term, if the value of a variable is 1, then its complement is added as the same variable. So here example, x equal to 0, y equal to 1, z equal to 1. 0, 1, 1. Then what is the max term? 0, 1, 1 means corresponding to the decimal value 3. So we can write max term m is capital. So have to write capital M 3. Then which should be negated? 1 should be negated in max term. So x equal to 0. We are writing the same variable. Now change to the x plus y equal to 1. So y should be complemented. So y is 1 in max term. If it is 1 means we need to take the complement. So y dash plus the same for z or z dash. Next one exercise. Write the minterm and max term if x equal to 1, y equal to 0 and z equal to 0. That is 1, 0, 0. It represents decimal value as 4. So minterm, how we will write? Minterm means, how to remember this point? Minterm means 0 should be negated or 0 should be complemented. 0 is variable. The value of variable is 0 means we need to take the complement. In the case of max term means if the value of variable is 1, then it is complement. So minterm m4 equal to x dot y dash dot z dash. Max term m4 equal to x dash plus y plus z. Next is canonical into cardinal forms. That is a conversion of canonical form of expression into cardinal forms. Canonical form of expression means Boolean expression has written in terms of all the variables. Cardinal forms means it is written in the terms of numbers. Numbers means min term and max terms designation number or the decimal number corresponding to the min term or max term. So the first one, write the cardinal form of the given. Has given an expression f equal to one Boolean expression has given here. So first of all, we need to identify whether the expression is SOP or POS. So here it has given f equal to x dash y dash z dash plus x dash y z plus x y dash z dash plus x y z. And it is very clear these each term are min terms, that is the product of all the literals. So these are the min terms. And here f is the expression or f is the function having an expression of sum of all the min terms, that's why it is an canonical SOP. So it is an SOP. Next we have to find the min terms designation number or the decimal number corresponding to the min term or max term. Here it's a min term. So have to remember one more point. In min term, while we studied the min term, value of a variable is 0. If the value of a variable is 0, then we have to write the complement of the variable. So that rule you have to remember. That's why here I have written as min term 0 is complemented. So x dash y dash is a dash, that means 0. Zeros are complemented in min term. So 0 0 0. Next one, x dash y is at 0 1 1. X y dash is a dash 1 0 0. X y is at 1 1 1. So 0 0 0. These are the three. These are the values have to taken or drawn in the truth table. 0 0 0 is corresponding number is 0. 0 1 1 corresponding decimal number is 3. 1 0 0 decimal number is 4. 1 1 1 decimal number is 7. So first we have to find it whether it is a SOP or POS. Then if it is SOP means have to find the min terms. Easily you can identify each term is the min term here. Then next we need to find the designation numbers of min term. Next we are writing f equal to, so it is the sum of these min terms. What are the what are the min terms here? M0 plus M3 plus M4 plus M7. And it is the sum of min terms. So it is represented by sigma m of 0, 3, 4, 7. So the cardinal form of the given expression, how we will write? It is equal to sigma of 0, 3, 4, 7. Understood? So cardinal means how to represent in the form of numbers, that is the designation numbers or the decimal numbers of the corresponding min term. Canonical means we have to represent it in terms of all the variables. And the next one is write the cardinal form of the given expression. The same, here also one expression has given. What is that expression? F equal to x plus y plus z dash into x plus y dash plus z into x dash plus y dash plus z. So here we know each term is represented as max term, is it? Because these are sum of all the literals. So we can write these are all each term as max term. And in the case of max term, if the value of variable is 1, then we have to take the complement of the particular variable. So here x plus y plus z dash, x plus y dash plus z, x dash plus y dash plus z, and this Boolean expression, we know this Boolean expression is POS form because that is product of sums or product of max terms. So we are writing each max terms here and find the corresponding decimal numbers. One should be complement, others all 0. So 1, x is 0. Here 0, 0, 1. Corresponding decimal is 1. 0, 1, 0. Decimal is 2. 1, 1, 0. Decimal is 6. Is it? 1 should be complemented. So x dash y dash is at A1, 1, 0, M6. And these all are a max term. That's why max term subscript we are indicating as capital M1, M2, M6. And we know this is the product of sum. So here we have to write in terms of max term M1 dot M2 dot M6. POS cardinal POS is written pi value. So pi M of 1 to 6. That is the cardinal form we can write as pi of 1 to 6. So in this example we discussed about the POS. The previous one we discussed about the SOP, how to convert the canonical POS or SOP into cardinal. Cardinal means fully based on the number. Next is the cardinal form into canonical form. How to convert a cardinal form of expression into canonical form of expression. Here one example, convert the following cardinal form into its canonical form. F of PQR equal to pi 1, 3. So in this statement itself we can identify pi is indicating by the POS expression and it has three variables, a function having three variables PQR. So we have to find the max term and the designation numbers of max term are 1 and 3. So just draw the truth table for PQR three variables and write the corresponding decimal numbers. So in the question they have given us 1, 3. So we have to take the values of 1 and 3, these two. P equal to 0, Q0 R 1. So we have to write pi is indicating as POS and POS means that is the terms are represented as max term. So we can write as M1 dot M3. Max term means sum of all literals. POS means product of sums. So we have to write M1 dot M3. 1 is the decimal value, corresponding binary value means M of 001 dot M of 011. So we can write max term means 1 should be negated. All other terms we will write the same. So we can write P plus Q plus R dash. 1 should be negated, is it? P plus Q plus R dash. Next one, P plus Q dash plus R dash. 1 should be negated, so P plus Q dash plus R dash. So this is the canonical form of the given cardinal. Once more, here we are converting cardinal into canonical. Cardinal means the expression can be represented in terms of numbers. So here the example as f of PQR, that is a function having three variables PQR equal to pi of 1, 3. Pi is represented as POS. So 1, 3 are the designation terms. So we can easily identify POS means you have to understand that terms are max terms. So 1 and 3 are the decimal number corresponding to the max term. So we can write as 1 and 3 as M1, M3. That is capital M1, capital M3. That are the max term. So as POS M1 dot M3, corresponding binary of the decimal is 001 dot M of 011. And in max term, we need to write the complement as a complement of a variable if the variable value has the value, if the variable has the value as 1. So we can write max term, that is 1 should be negated. So we can write 0 is not negated. So P, 0 is not negated. Q, 1 is negative. So R dash, next 0, Q dash, R dash. So this is the final canonical form of the expression. The second one is convert the following cardinal form into its canonical form. The given question, f of PQR equal to sigma of 1, 3. That is a function having three variables PQR equal to sigma of 1, 3. Sigma is indicated by SOP expression. So we can understand SOP means the terms are min terms and 1 and 3 are the designation numbers. So we can write as min terms as subscript min term on M1 and M3. M1 plus M3 because that is sum of products. So the 1 decimal number is corresponding binary 001, 3 means corresponding binary 011. So in min term 0 should be in complement. So we can write as P dash Q dash R plus P dash Q R. So this is the conversion of cardinal form into canonical form. Easily we can identify by the symbols. Sigma is indicating as SOP, pi is indicating as POS. If sigma is there, then the terms are min terms, small letter m. Min term means it is the product of all the letters. Pi means SOP, POS means pi. Pi is indicated means that is a POS expression. And the terms are designated in POS as max term, capital M. That's sum of all the letters. Hope everyone understands. In this video, we discussed about very important terms and questions. Min terms, max terms, conversion of cardinal and canonical forms, and SOP than POS expressions. In the next video, we will discuss about K-map. Thank you for watching.